A friend of mine sent me this video where this biracial boy, his father, who happens to be a Ghanaian, died. He found some document and discovered that his father was not only 10 years older than the age he had claimed, but that his father had another family in Ghana. And I saw this comment. The comment said, pretty common, unfortunately. A lot of African men, not all, not most, have families at home where they immigrate to other countries. Some hide them, some mislead who that family is, or some don't hide them. Now, let me say this, that the younger me would have nailed this man to the cross, but getting older and really understanding the Western world and the struggles of being an immigrant, I now understand why some people have double lives. Because first of all, when you come to the Western world, a lot of people are in relationships where they don't feel fulfilled, but it's a necessity to survive. So you have a society where if I was married to a white man, I most likely would get things done easily because my white husband will be the face and I'll be at the back. Same goes for the man. I remember I was telling someone I know that it's difficult. I've been trying to get a cleaner and it's been stressful. And he was like, the cleaner came to the house. The cleaner wasn't cleaning well. I just told my woman and she spoke to the woman and now she cleans well. But the woman happens to be white. Do you know what I'm saying? The woman happens to be white. So you'd see that as much as a lot of people don't like to admit this, even if they know it's the truth, most of the benefits they get and the comforts they get in living in these societies because they have a spouse who is, you know, because it's one thing to have a passport, it's another thing to be their citizen, if that makes any sense. And so a lot of people are forced to have relationships out of survival. Now, even if you founded a relationship based on love, you still now have to talk about acceptance. It gets to a point in life where I don't know if it's your ancestors that are calling you back home or there is this disconnect simply because where you finally decided to make home, the people themselves are not even willing to accept you. So the only people you most likely know is probably the spouse which you have at home. And there is this disconnection because when you move from your home country to a different society, you're hoping to be embraced. You're hoping to start a new life. But most times, for most immigrants, especially those who marry outside of their cultures, that is not possible simply because the division is wide. You're not only talking about racism, you're talking about nationalism, you're talking about, you even have a lot of people who say Africans are not black, so it's a whole lot. And so, yes, I can understand why somebody would do something like this. And I know the parties involved would not find it funny, but if we are going to be honest, it's easy to nail somebody on the cross than to understand their perspective or where they are coming from. Let me know what you think as usual.